Oh, yeah. We're back. It's Monday. We're going to get started in a little bit right now, guys. So please hold on for a bit. Man, the new issue is here. All right. So, with much further ado, what up? How's everybody doing? Man, we're back. It's been a minute, feels like. All right. So look what we have right in front of us. Before we get started with the magazine preview, I wanted to shout out the homie Luis OmniWorks. I got this from him. Check this out. Let's see. So he writes here, "Hey Edgar, been enjoying the podcast since the Spotify days. It's great to see your family business and social media staying strong. Much love from the Cali boy in Texas. Luis OmniWorks. PS, I didn't have bronze, so I did them in a magnesium blue. Hope you like the stickers and a little piece I did." All right, let's check it out right here. Check out this piece right here. Boom. This is dope. I love this. Look at that right there. This is from Luis OmniWorks all the way in Texas. Much love right there, man. Thank you. That's so dope. Dang, the EF9. Man, I gotta like frame this piece right here. This is awesome. And then also check out his sticker, man. This is a dope sticker. It's huge. Look at that right there. OmniWorks, scale lifestyle. The devil is in the details. What? That's awesome, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the nice words in this little card also, man. I'm gonna keep these together right here. I do have the other sticker as well that I'm going to find a nice place to put it, in the bench so you can check out right there. And I'm going to set this aside over here. Make sure it's nice and protected over here on this side of the table. Let's see. Who do we have here in the chat? Freddie Soto. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Man, I missed you guys. So, last week we went live. What was it? The Monday, the Tuesday. And I can't even remember if I even went live anything after that. I must have recorded some stuff, but then that was it. I kind of stayed away, I ended up getting busy with the family. My daughter was a little bit under the weather, ups and downs with like her fever and stuff. That's later turned into like coughing and all this craziness. And now she's like a lot better. All that fever stuff is done. The coughing is a little there, but it's going away, It's not as bad as how it was before. So, it's Monday. I just posted up a video a little bit ago before I went live. And man, the new issue just dropped. This one just came out. Look, I wanted to show you real quick. I have the whole stack right here of 12 issues that we got in. Right here. Boom. These all arrived. The mailman came in. He's just like all crazy in the mailbox. Like, just opening stuff. Hey, what are you doing, bro? Chill, homie. Chill. All right. So we have them here. I decided, you know what? Why not preview one of these mags? I was getting hit up. I was getting messages, people asking, how's the magazine? Is it dope or what? Right off the title, I'm going to tell you right here. It says the final NNL West. All right. This is the final one. Whether if your cars are in this or not, it don't matter. You got a piece of history right here. There's going to be images of the last NNL West. We're going to flip through the book. We're going to look at it. I'm almost sold out of the magazine. Tomorrow I'm going to be shipping out the copies that I've already sold. There's not many left. But, those things, like, once they're gone, bro. That's it. No more, Let's see. Freddie, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, man, she's okay. So everything's good. Right there, man. It's such a relief, man. It was tough, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm not in the mood or anything right now to like be recording or anything. It's tough. I was talking to a friend about that. We're like saying like, when the priorities and everything, when everything's already said and done and everything's good, then, you could focus on other things and be 100 on it, but when you got things lingering on and like, oh, this is happening, it's really hard. It's really hard to get into something, As much passion or love you have for something of enjoyment, It's really hard to be into something when, you know, you have your loved one or someone not feeling well, you know, a friend, family member. It's really hard. So we're going to open this up. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, so when I get these issues from Model Cars Mag, the cool thing is they're all bagged, all of them. You know, this is like the way you would get it in the mail, obviously with a little sticker. But the way I do it, I have these available on the website. When I sell one, I don't just ship it like that. I don't just put a label when I ship it. No, I actually put it in a box, and then I'll add in like, you know, like flyers and whatever, like some swag, some stickers. You know, I like to add those things in there, and yeah, just so you guys know, a heads up. And I leave the plastic on, and I don't take it off. When I get the issues from them like this is the way I ship them out. So this one here, we're opening this one up. I just got my hobby knife for those that are just joining us. We did the cut right there. Let's see, who do we have on the chat right here? We have the Modeling Hermit. What up, man? What's up? Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you for that. We also have Kit Bash Customs. What's up, man? What up? So check it out. We're going to be flipping through this newest issue from Model Cars Mag all the way from Hawaii. Let's see here. Shout outs to Greg. Let's take off the plastic. I'm going to save this little plastic. Might be able to use this for something else. All right. So we'll set these over here along with the other copies. And man, here on the cover, just setting things off. I mean, you do see some beautiful cars. This custom right here, though, man, it stands out to me so much. Paint Maverick, what up, man? Damn, you can't sleep. Hey, bro, it's all good. Join us. Maybe I'll put you to sleep, bro. You'll probably get sleepy in a bit. Nah. All right. So here we got celebrating 40 years of West Coast model cars. Look at these two right here. These look dope. I'm starting to learn and get into this stuff right here too, guys. Check it out. Mo Power History of AMT Funny Cars. How's that? And then over here we have Convert a GTO to a Tempest, issue 227. All right. Flip through the first page right here. I might tilt the mag from time to time. Obviously, you see a little bit of glare that pops up, but I'm going to be kind of working with it and seeing what's up. You know, on the first page, we got the AMT releases that are going to be dropping later, or they might be already out by the time I'm recording this, and maybe I'm not just paying attention. So, all right. So we got the 68 El Camino Street Machine. We also have that Coca-Cola Willys Gasser theme, and the 1969 Plymouth GTX hardtop, and this Mustang right up here. Oh, what? All the way from the homie from Hawaii. Check it out right here. This is so cool, man. Dang. Man, I got a sticker. I wish I would have had it right here. I would have busted it out. Ryan, Scale Model Cars. What's up? What's up? Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but he's showing love, representing. He's got the Scale Riders Waterside decal right up there. Spotted that right now. That's awesome. Thank you for that, bro. And let's see here. We have some nice cars right here. I just love the colors, the way the things are popping out right here. It's pretty nice. And let's see. All right, let's get through the first. The editor, the homie Greg, right here. And you know, right here we look at the title and it says Losing a Friend. This is the editor's corner from Greg. And you know, I'm barely flipping through this. I have not read the article. I will want to check this out right here. Just from reading it right off right here, it says Jairus Watson passed away in May of 2025 after a brief illness. Oh man. Rest in peace, man, to you right there. And yeah, I gotta read this right here. That section right there. Maybe you guys could pause that and read it. But I will read the last words right here that Greg writes. My best friend, partner, roommate, you will be missed. Save a spot at the workbench up there for me. Oh man. Yeah, man. R.I.P. You know, Greg, he is the man, the publisher, editor, and chief responsible for this magazine right here that we have in our hands. So this is awesome. And then So right here we have the workbench worthy, where it's getting right into the AK Interactive markers. I use these. These are awesome. I love them. And yeah, they're pretty cool. If you guys have not tried them out, try them out. You know, one of the things I like is like if you have, 3D parts that you print or even just styrene bits, you can always just get in there and, paint them without having to airbrush them or anything like that. If you're a little worried it's late at night and maybe you don't want to wake up the kids or your wife or anybody, your significant other, you could just bust these out and start to detail little parts right there. Oh man, thank you for the love right here. We have the plug right there with the ad, scalewriters.com. Oh, that's nice. And then we got some more. Obviously, we have Spotlight Hobbies. Shout outs to them. But yeah, check this out right here. Let's see. The Modeling Hermit in the chat says, I won't give anything away, but this is one fantastic magazine. Wait until you get to page 20. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the heads up, bro. Heck yeah. All right. So here we have Workbench Worthy. This is going over Bill Bozo custom decals. First time I hear about Bill Bozo custom decals. That's cool. Got to look into that. And then also we got Model Roundup right here. I know they have a huge selection and a lot of like even vintage kits, but across the board, lots of cool stuff right there. Slicks decals as well. I was actually on Slicks decals not too long ago. I was looking up the, like Mopar waterslide decals and other stuff right there. And I was seeing some pretty cool stuff right there. Before we move on, let me adjust this camera, man. I'm like, here, let me move it. See that? All right, right there. Let's move right there. Kind of center it a little bit. That's kind of weird. Kind of moved away. But yeah, he had some cool stuff right there. It's some pretty neat stuff. I was like, dang. Yeah, I got to check it out. Oh, I ordered some wheels also not too long ago. We'll be showcasing those right there. Watch, man. Let me fix this thing again. Thing's tripping. Here, maybe I have to crop it. There we go. We'll crop it right here. I'll fix it later. Let's see here. So we got that right there. Oh, wait. I can't leave out Cobra Colors. Cobra Colors right here. This is a feature right there. You guys want to check that out? And let's see here. I might have to zoom in just a little more. Get rid of the mouse right there, man. You can't be having that. Oh, yeah. All right, next page. So far, I'm digging the everything right here. All right, so now we start stepping in to this first feature right here. We got a beautiful model right here. Here we have to kick off Tim Boyd's great story about Mopar. Funny car. It's a scale, and it's scale cousins. Man, already the interior grabs me right here. The engine. I really like the chunky tires in the back. That looks dope. Even those rims look sick too. Damn, it's the real thing right here. Here's the 1-to-1. So this is the replica to this right here. That's pretty cool. And then here we have hobby kits made in the USA. As you can see, all these ones right here. Let me zoom in. This is at Atlantis right here. Here, let me turn on the gain because we just got a new visitor. The Cricket. He's back again to join. All right. There was a point where I did carry this kit right here. This is a pretty dope kit that they put out right there. Maybe I'll get it back again. We're going to have to just wait and see. Oh, what? Look at this one right here. Dang. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're getting into some cool stuff. So this is the stuff I've been geeking out a lot right here, guys. Like super, super duper geeking out. Let me see. Let me zoom in more. Right here. All right, here we go. So let's take a look at this right here. This looks so dope. The big fat chunky tires in the back. You know, I could just envision this car taking off and lifting, you know, just straight lift off. Then we have the engine in full orange right there. The wiring with the distributor. Just the detail, man. Like, look at that detail right there. That looks very clean. We get that zoom in, get really nice and close. We got that hood scoop right there. That's nice. This is something I'm going to be looking at a little later today. And then over here, we have this Dave Stricker 65 Dodge AWB. I wonder if this is a Mobius kit. Let me see. I'm trying to see the right here. I'm trying to like read this like pretty fast, but yeah, I don't see. It looks like it might be one of the latest like Mobius kits right here, man. I got to get my hands on some of these. I really like the little parachute right there in the back. Yeah, this is another one. Even the Dodge logo is like very old school right there. That's pretty cool. Digging that right there. Gonna have to check that out. Let's see here. The next page, we got Mo Power. Revisiting AMT's early to mid 1970s funny car kits. Story and photos, Tim Boyd. Right here. Look at that. Vintage artwork right here. Very beautiful. Love the color. Love the layouts. Especially with that yellow backdrop. It just makes everything pop right there. Here we have the bodies right here and a couple of builds right there. There we got another shot right here of the Nitro Charger. The funny cars. Yeah, one thing about the funny cars that's been getting my attention a lot is the paint jobs. That's the one thing I've been like just geeking out on, because I feel like I'm starting to go down this rabbit hole where it's taking me back to, okay, like I love lowrider cars, I love custom cars, but I feel like a lot of that stuff is influence or stem. It's a stem from something else, right? And then I start coming across painters from Southern California, from the 70s, going back to the 60s. And a lot of the stuff that's being done then, it's like still being done now, right? But it's interesting. You know, I'm trying to just go backwards and trying to see like who was kind of the originator, where it came from, and just kind of go from there, you know, trying to learn some more about history, you know. But like the funny cars and all this stuff, it's new to me. I keep telling you guys this. It's all new to me. I'm having fun learning about this stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot more stuff about this than I do, you know. But please keep me posted on stuff, articles or websites, things that maybe perhaps I should be taking a look at, you know, something that I might not even know about this. Point me in the right direction right here. Let's see here. Right now we're on page 14. Anticipating page 20. Like the Modeling Hermit mentioned. We got some really nice box art. Some more layouts right here. We got the engine right there. We got some more. I always like seeing videos and things with the wheels. How people sand the wheels. Like they put the tire like on a rotary tool, spinning, and then they have like their sandpaper and they just like hold on to the, you know, kind of press it a little bit against, and it starts to scuff up the wheels. I think that's pretty dope. Let's see. Scott, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Larry Watson, one of the best painters. I agree. Last night, dude, I was doing a search on Larry Watson, and I believe it was like 2010. I want to say there was like a book that was released. I think it was 2010 or 2013. I'm not sure. But if you go on Facebook and you look up Larry Watson, and you'll find like his like page, like some of the latest posts, there'll be some information regarding the book. And I'm like, yo, like I need to look for this book. And last night I couldn't go to sleep. I just kept trying to look for that book. and I cannot find it. I cannot find it at all. I'm trying to look for it. I think I'm gonna have to get the cover and like post it up and ask people if anybody has it or if somebody wants to sell it, because man, that's a book I want to get my hands on. If I had it, I would love to do an episode on Larry Watson and flip through this book. You know, flip through the pages, read some of the articles. I think that would be pretty cool to read about that, because man, that man right there did a lot of amazing things right there. Shout outs to him. Let's see. And thank you also, Scott, for bringing that up. Let's see. Seaweed 55 Chevy. And then, yay, what's up, Armando? What's up? Yeah, you're right. Bill Carter, too. Yeah, I was going down a rabbit hole also. I was seeing a lot of things, also articles and photographs and a lot of things regarding, you know, with Bill Carter. And just, I guess I'm kind of on the hunt. I was trying to search like where in Chatsworth or Van Nuys his shop was at. So I'm trying to like research all this stuff. Hopefully in the future, if I gather up enough info, I can be able to do some kind of presentation on it, like here for you guys. Here we have some more funny cars stuff right here. And obviously, I mean, you know, back then I would see these and it was always like the artwork, the layouts of the decals and everything, the paint jobs, that kind of tripped me out, that I was always like, dang, like very experimental it seemed like. And, you know, it gets the term funny car and everything. And then, you know, it just, I feel like when you label something like that, it definitely gives you a lot of freedom to just do whatever you want. You know, there's no right and wrong. There's no like, oh, why'd you do it like that? You know, you could do whatever you want. So that's pretty cool right there. Let's see. And then I got, what's up with the note put on the Big D hat. Let's go Dodgers. Oh, damn. What up? What up? Ready? Yeah, man. You know what? Actually was going to rock a hat, but you know what, man? I got a cut yesterday and I was like, you know what, man? I feel like I need to let my hair breathe a little, you know, bro. I've been every time I go live, I rock a hat and I'm like, man, not tonight. I got to keep it chill. Tomorrow I will, though. I'll throw it on right there. All right, so here we go. Here we got some tech right here. It looks like some putty. It says, today we employ modern 101 scale automotive 2-part Evercoat automotive body shop filler for better results. Yeah, I've never used any body shop filler right there. Let me know if you guys have. And if so, what type of filler? Dude, look how small this thing is. I'm just realizing this. When I'm looking at the Tamiya, the caps for the cans, I'm like, wait a minute, look at the car behind it. It's so small. What a trip. That's a tiny little car right there. Let's see, Kit Bash Customs. Just arrived to work. Time to do stuff so I get some money for new kits. Right on, man. It's morning here in Sweden. You guys take care later. Later on, man. Have a good one, man. Take care of yourself. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Then we got, what do we got here? Damn, we got the frame, got the engine. Then we got the body right there. Yeah, this is awesome. And then you see the gold water slide decals that are on there. Even this right here, this decal looks like it has that like machine kind of look, like they spun it. That looks very interesting right there. Here we have another one right here. Yeah, this is a really nice spread. All right. Ooh, all right. So the next one, let's see. What are we doing here? Is this number 20? All right. Let's see. The GOAT's European cousin. Oh, dang. This is creating something different from a vintage GTO kit. Here we have the Detail Master and the Model Car Garage. Check that out right there. All the detail parts. yeah, these companies are still producing a lot of cool stuff right here for us. And they've been doing that for many years, but they're still going strong. Here we have some mods, things to remove, things to cut in order to make this this transition. Switch the car up. Look at this right here. We got the center console. This down to the seats. And then over here, the bottom chassis. Doing some switch ups right there. Look at this this engine detail though, right there. That looks very fresh. Like the real thing. Engine out. And the interior. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is nice. Let's see. The modeling hermit. Some of those modifications are things that I never would have thought of. Right on, man. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like a lot of the stuff I'm seeing right here. Even like these center consoles, like the sizes of them, you know? Like they kind of have the same shape, but this one's a lot larger. This one's a lot smaller. But yeah, this is some cool stuff right here. And even down to the seat belts. Like if we look at the bottom here, here we have the mold. And I'm pretty sure that's resin, the cast. And then there it is. Because at first I was looking at it and I thought, oh, it must be just, you know, like a ribbon material. But now, man, it's like, I'm like, wait a minute. Like, damn, this is pretty cool right there. Yeah, that's nice. But wait a minute. Let me take a look at something. Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's that. Yeah, it has to be. All right. Let's go to the next. Here we have. Ooh, what kind of material is that? Like this right here looks interesting. Let's see. It's like on a cloth, but then this right here, is that a material or is that something they just kind of did there on the PC? But that looks clean right there. Look at that. The stance of it, the color, just the layout looks really, really dope. Then over here, let's see here. The biggest challenge. Oh, it's probably like right here, like this gap. Getting that front fitment in right there. Yeah, this is nice, man. Even the front right there looks really nice, really clean. But yeah, this stuff, you can only see it in this magazine, you know. Slowly Models, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Because, you know, let's say, for example, like if this car was at a show, you know, I'd be like I'd look at it, but I'd probably overlook it not knowing all this stuff, right? And that happens a lot. There's a lot of models that are put out there on the table and we just overlook it. We don't know because we don't know what kind of work, what kind of mods, what kind of things got done on it. So it's really cool that the way it got documented and the way it's presented in this magazine right here. Truck bed spatted. I thought I said splatter. Spatted paint. We got some duplicolor. Got the truck all masked off. Then we're going to hit the back of the bed. It looks like that. What is it? Rhino liner or Line X. Man, that's clean. Even this one right here looks pretty dope. Yeah, it looks like the real thing. What a trip. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, you got to get this magazine first. Then you got to get this paint right here. And then you got to get your model. And you could try it out and see how that flows, you know? Let's see. Now we have Monumental Museum Move. Uh-oh. Let's see. The International Model Cars Builders Museum. Speedway Motors Museum of American Speed. Right here. Yeah, these articles are huge right here. Right there. I'll show you guys the pictures. Because, man, if you have this book, these are the articles I want you guys to read on there. We could check out the pictures. These look like a lot of... they look like vintage paints, but it also looks like a miniature here. But it's not. Vintage trophies, award, plaques, signs, and many jars of vintage paints all received the same level of cars as the built model cars. What? Here we got some more beautiful model cars right there. You see the paint colors just shining through. That's really nice. Then we got a couple more right here. Man, how can I get my car in this museum right here? Dude, look at that vintage Revell box. Crazy. Then we got those little boxes we were talking about right here the other day. And everything's all packaged up, ready to go. Let's move. Let's jam. Let's take off. Vámonos. Let's see. The Modeling Hermit, he says in the chat, what's exciting for me is the museum is only a couple 100 miles from me now. I may have to drive my Roadmaster to it. Yeah, bro. Bust it out. Take it out for the spin. Man, that's dope. You're not too far from it right there. Yeah, you should, man. And then right here, it shows them just like getting everything ready right there. Setting up the new spot. Speedway Motors. That's pretty dope. Thoughts on the new home of the International Model Car Builders Museum. That's awesome. Man, I want to go here now. How cool would that be to go here, record some content, hang out, meet the people that are responsible for putting all this together, and just step back into the past right here. Some really neat stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, some more models. Nice. He has a nice display. Oh, what? Is this part of it too? Dang. It says, let me read this off to you guys right here. It says, speaking of iconic model cars, the Museum of American Speed has many of Darrell Starbird's creations, including the restored Predicta. This car is represented in a beloved monogram kit and is one of Mark Gustafson's model car obsessions. Dude, that is clean right there. Here, let me get it properly right there. Look at that. With that bubble top. That's dope. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things in this museum right here, as you could see. Here we got some more cars. The little coffin show rod. That's interesting. It's including being replicated by the monogram 1964. Wow. Oh, what? Look at this. Yeah, I was like thinking of Foos when I saw this one. This one says, vintage cars are not the only thing on display. Modelers should recognize the Foos FD100 pickup that Revell turned into a popular model kit in 2017. Yeah, that kit's pretty dope right there. Let's see what else we got. Dun, dun, dun. Here we got. You guys ready? The final NNL West. This is what we're waiting for right here. The final NNL West 2025, 40 years. 40 years, guys. This took place January 4th, Santa Clara, California Convention Center. Right off the bat, we see these two tiny little 164 tune car models. And this is from my homie Juana Mesqua. But man, looks like they one letter is wrong. But dude, look at those cars though. They're pretty neat. And Juan, sometimes he'll pop up here on the chat once in a while. But shout outs to him, man. Congrats. You're in the mag. Down here, we got this beautiful, beautiful lowrider model car right here. Look at this nice custom paint job. David Anthony Garcia right here. Check it out right there. The nice build. This wagon, man. It's so dope. Very classic look. Love the colors. Right there. Some nice fades. It's a nice presentation right there. Dang. Let's see. Right over here. Who do we got? We have Daniel Valencia. He has here converted a Fujimi 124 scale BMW 380 touring sedan. Dan, check that out right there. Shout outs to Daniel. It's a beautiful build right there. A really interesting and wild kind of paint job right there. It looks like a wrap, like something modern right there. That's pretty cool. And then down here we got some more models. Very interesting stuff right here. Yeah, there's always cool things there at the NNL West. But man, this was the last one, bro. The final NNL West. No more. That's it. I still regret it till this day that I didn't even go. I'm like, man, I should have been there. I should have gone to that show, but I didn't go. All right, let's see. Let's flip to the next one here, guys. You see, who do we got next? Jason Schofield. That's dope. Just love the way that hood just drops down when you open it. It's really nice. Got the rear hinging of the trunk opening. Passenger and driver side door. Got some more builds right here. Look at this one. Lance Burger. That's interesting. Ooh, look at that, man. That looks real. I love that color. That color is dope. With the white, that's clean. Shout out to Steve right there. Then you got the little moon eyes right there also. Ooh, Dave McGowan. We just saw him recently at the IPMS show in Oxnard. Shout outs to him. Then we got some more, some Chevys right here. Check these out. 56 and a 55. Oh, well, look at this. This is like a vintage agriculture kind of vehicle right there. Oh, what? This is wild. Look at that one right up there. That's crazy. Ooh, look at this. These fades right here. Going into some classic stuff. George Faith. Down below. Cherry Garcia. Another one from David Anthony Garcia. Look at this one with the flames. It's like a 58. Was a Cadillac? Oh, Pontiac. 58 Pontiac hardtop. As a tribute to Gary Seeds, David used House of Colors paint and some wild flames on this beautiful tribute car. Oh, that's dope. I'm going to have to take a picture of this and send it over to Gary. Be like, check it out, Gary. Yeah, I spoke with him today, actually, before I went on live, like earlier in the day. Called him up. You know, we're talking about paint and stuff. It was cool. And let's see here. Hey, this is nice right here. This was from Chris Norgman. Really nice. 69 Ford F100. Love the weathering right here. Looks very real. Let me see. The Modeling Hermit. Check the 59 Buick on the lower left, page 42. It's a model of her real car. All right, all right. I got to check that out. So he said page 42. Let me see. Damn. This is it the Cherry Garcia one? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah, you're right. The 59 Buick. What? Let's see. Started with the AMC 59 Buick kit, created a replica of the real car, which Cherry owns. Cherry learned how to airbrush and paint on this model, and we were very impressed. Oh, this is cool. Look at that right there. Yeah, that's nice. I like how they put these two cars together. It just made a whole lot of sense. Even like these two as well made a lot of sense to put them together. Beautiful models, man. My hat's off to all you guys. I mean, literally, my hat's off to you guys. I'm not even wearing a hat right now, but I normally wear a hat. In case if this is the first time you're watching this. Here we got Furby, Miguel, Paul, Maddox. What? Paul. Shout outs to Paul right here. He was on the podcast not too long ago. Man, Left Coast. Scale model cars right there. That's awesome, man. Man, I should take a picture and text this to Paul tonight. I don't even know if he knows. That's cool. Let's see. We have. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was the one. See, even this one right here too. It just flows, man. This is a dope layout. This is from Adrian Gudino, and then the last one, Jason Lookabill. Lookabill. That's cool. All right, let's see what else we got, guys. Let's keep it moving. Oh, what? Look at this taxi. Who did this one? Bradley Chun. Wanted to create something different, and he sure did with his Aero style 1970 Galaxy. Bradley scratch built a full Aero kit. That is pretty sweet. Look at that. Man, you'll get from point A to point B really fast with that car right there. Then we got some more beautiful race cars right underneath. That classic Mercedes-Benz AMG. Those are dope. All right. Look at this one right here. We got Paul Mackey with this one right here. 1/16 scale. Wow. Interesting. Look at the chop roof on this car. Boom. It's so small, man. But it makes sense and it looks clean. And then we got this stretched out Jeep. Looks like a funny car. Yeah, yep. Well, it's funny car. But the front part. Interesting. And then this one right here. Purple Haze. That's an interesting one. That's pretty cool. With these big, fat Goodyear wheels in the back. That's nice. Yeah, those things look inflated. Like there's like air in them. And then here we have, man, this is huge. Look at this thing. What? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 set of doors. And then still like probably a lot of space to get in there. And then bam, the last part right there. Crazy. All right. Now we got some Mercs. Oh, this Merc right here. Tony. Rossetto. And then we got Michael Bars with the 51 Chevy. Right there with the flames. Then we got the homie Alex Ramirez down here. With this beautiful seafoam green 1950 Mercury Woody Wagon. Man, that's dope. Dennis McWilliams. Right here with the 1950 Olds. I believe that's that custom one by Ravel. That's a nice one. David Champion. Right here hitting us off with the 96 Cadillac Lowrider Limo. That's dope. What's up, David? And then we have Alan Gonick. What up? What up? Damn, that's a cool one right there. I never seen this one. from Allen. That's nice. I like that. Jerry Chevalier. And then we have Bob Weiss. Look at that, man. That looks really nice right there. It's like a yellow, orange fade at the bottom. And then we have the black right there. That's such a cool concept right there. Paint. Then we have Jay Bergion. Let's see. Ooh, we got some more. NNL West content. The last show. Loving the colors in this car right here. This funny car. Love the layout. Man, looks like it got... Oh, yeah, it's like... I was going to say it's like some lowrider wire wheels. It says, had this cool 83 lowrider Cutlass funny car on the tables. The neat paint job was done with House of Color Spanish Gold. Ooh, you got down, bro. You got down. That's awesome. Jeff Dykes. Then we got Bobby Gonzalez, Bob George, Bradley Quinstad, Rusty Price. Dude, this is cool. This little one down here, that's pretty dope. Chris Smith, Mike North. What up, Mike? Dang, that's pretty cool. It says Mike North built this Revell 1932 Ford as a memorial to his friend David Fletcher, who passed away right after the last NNL. He stayed true to the style that Dave enjoyed and adding a flathead engine and finished it in Victory Green. Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah, shout outs and rest in peace to Dave Fletcher. I remember him on Instagram. Yeah, he was very active right there posting. Dude, that is clean though. Look at that. That's a nice tribute. Brian Huck. We also got Jill Weiss and Jackson Reeves. This is a 2016 Ford Mustang Snap Tight. A junior builder. That's cool. Damn, first feature in the mag. That's dope. Congrats. Oh, that was it. What? That was it. Dang, no more. Crazy. So we have the 11th annual Nebraska Challenge, March 23rd, 2025. Man, that's like a week before my birthday right there. Maybe I could tell my my wife, hey, for my birthday, I want to go here. And that's maybe that'll be the excuse to end up next year at this show. That'd be pretty dope. Oh man, I just love the wheels and the Hoosier. I don't know if they're water slide decals. It's hard to tell if they're water slide decals or if they're airbrushed with the stencil. Really hard to tell from here. But this is dope. Vern Lyon. Awesome stuff, man. Right there. This is a pretty cool work vehicle right here from Robert Berrio, Nebraska. Dang, I don't know if I know anybody from out there. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is nice right here. From Adam Folk, 1950 Ford convertible. It's a nice custom right there. Got some beauties down here. Dang. Ooh, look at this. This is neat. I just love how this front clip comes off right there from Alan Loya. Yep. Like even the rag top is off. It's not even there no more. That's interesting. Then we got the two trucks right here. Those are really nice. The Hot Wheels vehicle. That's cool. The Cobra. Yeah, the paint job is nice. I really like how it's painted white. It looks like it has a pearl white, and then they added all the purple in there. So it says, Adam Folk loves his customs and displayed this AMT 1960 Chevy Apache long bed built from the original issue kit. He applied a fogged and laced pearl white and candy purple paint job that would make Larry Watson proud. Oh, what? That's dope. That's dope. And then here we have, this is a nice diorama right here with the Hooters livery. Get the motorcycle, and also Alex Flint, another gentleman that's on Instagram right here. Shows us a lot of love. Shout outs to you, man. That's a really interesting model right there. Then we got a couple more models down here. Ron Butterfield and Leela Chrissyman. All right, dope. Ooh, now we have the Porsche GT3 RS. This is a really nice model that had came out. I would say like late last year, earlier this year, it dropped. We had ordered a bunch of these. We got them in and we sold out of the first batch. We got a second batch and even sold out of those. And that was it. I have not restocked since. It's been a minute. But maybe later. But this is a really cool, beautiful model right here. Everything just fits nice like a glove. And let's see here. I guess this is like a walkthrough showing us the tutorial, you know, getting into it. Right there. That's really neat right here. Panel line. Get this stuff as well. If you've never messed with that, you definitely want to get it to start breaking up all the little areas. Make all the small parts like pop and stick out, you know. You don't want details and things to get lost in there, you know. This definitely holds it down. Highly recommend it. Let's see what else we got, guys. So black interior. Is this the same model? No, this looks like a different model. Maybe they're building two at the same time. We got the red interior and black interior right there. Let's see. We got the front end right there. Top. Disc brakes. All right, right here it says the headlights have some complicated taping masks. The two masks, K and J, were to be used on each headlight. Oh, what? Interesting, interesting. Oh, that's trip. Look at that. With the red interior. That's nice. Oh, we're getting to the end. Check it out. Let's highlight this right here. It says Scale Motorsport. Scale Motorsport has new owners. So when you look at this image, you're gonna see the Matt, which is on the left, and Matthew on the right. The changing of the guard. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, Matthew ended up selling Scale Motorsport over to Matt, and you know, makes some of the best carbon fiber in the world. Look at right there. Bam. Check out the website. We do have some left, not a lot, but it's such a great product. We will be re-upping on that soon. And before we wrap this one up, look at this right here. 100 years of Mopar. What? And drag racing. I can't wait to go to this event. I'm working on my Barracuda. Can't wait to bring that with me. Paint it. Then we got some more ads right here. Check out all the ads. Everybody here. Right there. Like I said, Model Cars Mags. 6 issues, only $40. Check them out. Check out the site. Lots of cool stuff right here, guys. Bam, the end. We get the Grex. The ad right here. Let me zoom out a little. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So this right here, as like I said, Model Cars issue 227. Had a great time flipping through this. I hope you guys enjoyed the magazine. Royal Customs, what's up? He says, the new setup looks good. Thank you, brother. But yeah, this mag, we have it available. Not that many copies left. You know, I had received a bunch in the mail for the website. A lot of these copies are pretty much sold. We still have a few left, and they're gonna be, you know, shipped just the way they are in the baggies. Get the box, and I'll put some flyers and some swag in there, and we'll go from there. Thank you, OmniWorks, for also sending this to me right here. Your sticker. This is really cool. Also, this original, painting right here. This is really dope right there. And also the kind words, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right there. So I need to protect this, frame it or something. I got to make sure this does not get damaged, man. I love it. Thank you very much. And also thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here, hanging out with me as I flip through the pages. I'm going to do a quick roll call before I jam of who was on the chat right here. We got Freddie Soto, the Modeling Hermit, Kid Bash Customs, Paint Maverick, Scott, Beechler. Hey, did I pronounce that right? Yup. All right, cool. And then Armando Flores, Slowly Models, and Royal Customs. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to be heading out, and I'll be on tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll be on early at 4:30 p.m. Pacific. So for you guys that are in the East Coast, you guys are going to be able to check this out as well. David Monning coming on the podcast for the first time should be very interesting. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to, put your question on there on the chat. And at some point during the podcast, I am going to be pausing it to go ahead and read the questions out to him. All right. So, we're going to be going over the history of Coast Airbrush and also paint related, things, a lot of paint tech talk and stuff like that. So I hope you guys are good. Please take care, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Thank you guys. Peace out.